This isn't the providence of Almighty God. I don't know what is. Now this, you're saying, what am I looking at? Please tell me, Mr. Humble George. All right, this is a G-27 Logitech Shifter post. I was hoping to get it right outside of the machine itself because I wanted to thread the end of this with a threading tool. So I just got a Hurst shift knob, which I will show you right now. But I wanted to let you see this. This is really a cool thing. What is the chances? Of course, it was my dad's tool shop, so the chances are we have tons of miscellaneous stuff. Miscellaneous is the key word, because let me show you. This is the box of these that it came from. What is the chances that I would have the correct one of these to thread that piece with? Well, praise God, it was 100% because I'm doing it. It's the right size. And I am absolutely overjoyed. Now here is the where's my fingers? Come here, fingers. Come here. You gotta look at this. Come here. Focus, dude. This is the little keeper to the bottom of the shift T-handle. And this is a size which I couldn't begin to tell you. I don't know. I just grab it, look for what works, and it does. Now come here. I gotta see this. I'm doing the laundry. Just washed both cars, so I'm filthy, but you gotta check this out. Now this is my kitchen, but don't let that bother you in any way, shape, or form. Oh shit, I unplugged that. Not for long. Hang on here. It started making sparkety noises, and better not to take a shit for itself right now. Alright, come over here. I'll edit it out. Get on with it. Check this out. Look at this puppy. Alright, let's get it where you can see it. Hurst. 4-speed with reverse in the wrong spot, but nevertheless, you know how much these shifters cost on eBay? $600 and some odd for a white one. Are you serious? Are you serious? You know what, I sound like Paul Begley, but $600 for a piece of one of these. The damn thing, you know damn well it ain't made out of real ivory. They'd have hung the whole company for doing such an abominable task. But I was able to get this for $30-something, supposedly new, and it did look new. Didn't come with all the attachments, but I didn't need any but the one. So this is where we are. I'll hit that with a little clear after I put the black back where it belongs, and I will have a $600 shift handle on my G-27 Logitech. See, it is in the wrong spot, but we ain't sweating that stuff. That it isn't right either, but it works. So that's what we got, guys. Are you serious? Woohoo! Don't you love the little things in life that just make life a little bit nicer? Like that Happy Cooper behind me. Oh, what a blessing that thing is, man. Man, you can't see them in here, but boy, there is some chrome on those puppies. Chrome puppies. And carbon fiber puppies. Ah, praise the Lord. That's it, guys. Say you've won before you hit the finish line. You end up with another thing to consider. There was a flat spot in that little receiver there. See, if I get it to focus. Come on, focus on that. Right where this flat is. So when I was screwing this on, it wasn't really getting the beef it would have if it got to the full diameter, which is way up in here. But I don't want to cut that flat off and then try to shift it for this little wee thing here. It's not ever going to be long enough. So I said to myself, what the hell can we possibly do? We have to make up the stock that's missing from the flat. And where do we find anything? Well, I found this little blade. It's able to use the wheel and bring them into submission. Found this little clacker. Don't you watch these bastards. They'll cling on to you, boy. When you go to take off your finger, they come apart, it snaps you. So this is working. Little by little, we're forcing it to have greater depth of thread. Sometimes, if it's going to be a real pisser, you have to ream the thing in the hole. So now hopefully it'll be the right size. See, I'm having a little bit of a problem getting this in there. It don't like any part of it. So that's probably the reason it wouldn't thread on that post. One of the reasons. Let's see what update for you. Well, just like in modding, sometimes when you just cannot get the thing to behave itself, you cannot make sense out of it. You have to do something different. Well, you see this little keeper. That's the keeper that tightens up when you put the handle on. This little rascal obviously is the main post that comes out of my G-27 shift linkage. It's threaded nice, but hey, the strangest thing going, the tap will work beautifully with the keeper, but you cannot get the keeper to go on this post. I have used a hammer, and when I ran out of patience, I've used everything. It didn't work. So it came to me as I was listening to L.A. Marzulli on the YouTube on my little phone that I'm using for a camera right now, and Steve Quayle. Listen to them guys. The information came to me, well, why don't you make a nylon sleeve that you can thread bigger to go on this, and that you can thread the proper size to work with the thing. And then you got a little bit longer throw, but it's adjustable. I mean, I can thread this piece in and out of here as I see fit. And if I want to, I can go to the store and buy another one of these and do the same thing that's proper. You know, I can trim the edge of this up nice, and I can make it nice, but it's solid as a rock. I'm yanking on this sucker right now. It's perfectly fine, and it's going to work. That's the deal. So I'm not only a modder, I mean, I'm not really. All I do is I adjust the cars the way I want to do it. That's all. And that's the reason why I'm doing these videos, is because I'm having such a blast bringing cars that were frankly kind of boring. I mean, Gotham and all the rest of them, the speedometer says you're doing 120. It feels like 40 miles an hour. Let me be honest. You can't tell one iota that you're going. I mean, you go into a corner, you think you're doing 30. You're doing 100. You slide off into the wall like you're on ice with grease on it. You take off the line, the car spins like a son of a bitch. You ain't going anywhere. You crash and burn. But it's because the friction on the track is lousy. When you learn to adjust these things, now I don't say to adjust it on other than the drag strip, because then it's hell on wheels. The cars need a little bit of wobble room, just like the transmissions. If you put the clutches too tight, it shatters the piss out of the back end and it becomes unruly. So it has to be metered out and done in a decent fashion. But when you get it metered out and done that way, you end up with a car that's a lot of fun. I mean, it responds like a muscle car responds. Now it wasn't I know, compared to muscle cars, let's be serious. I had a 1967 Impala SS with the two-barrel hood, whole deal. The guy stole the 427 out of it before I bought it, gave it to his wife or some shit, put a 350 in. The thing was a piece of shit. It would, even with the 350 though, it would take the speedometer, go to 120, and all the way up the other side to 60 miles an hour. You tell me how fast you're going. Besides, I broke a piston ring, and it never ran the same after that. So when I mod these cars, it could take forever to get up to speed, and they just zip up to speed. Believe me, you still got to drive them. I mean, you're not just getting a free pass on winning every race, especially if you mod every single car. It's, as you see if you've watched them, the AI does a better job of driving them than I do, but even they screw up from time to time, and that adds to the whole experience as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you, back in the days of Gotham racing, if you fell behind, you're screwed. I mean, not in the first Gotham, because they would make mistakes and crash, and there was always hope. But after, I think, Gotham 2 or 3, you're dead in the water. If you don't stay ahead of all these vicious cars, you're done. You're going to lose. You can't possibly get by them because they can outdrive you, or they outdrive me all day long, 24/7. So I don't like to drive real aggressive, and I damn sure ain't never driving aggressive on the highway. Do you see how much I crash in the game? That teaches me a lesson. Go easy, respect the fact that you're allowed to be on the highway, do your racing here where nothing can get hurt, nothing can get broke. Nobody's going to take a gorgeous car and run a key down the side because they're drunk and belligerent. you come out and your $3,000 paint job is in the trash. So enough jabbering. God bless you. And this is going to work. You'll see. But I can turn it over. Check it out. It's got an old patina. I didn't have any black paint, so I used real ink from a, artist ink. And I put a little clear over it last night. But she come out not wonderful. There's a couple of runs. I can always water sand them after this really dries. Nail her with some more white and get some real black. Put it in there, even some red for the R. And we have got this puppy on the run. Now see this nice little thing here? Look at that. Wait till you see where we're headed with this. Man, I got up this morning and I got the idea. I had some more of that threaded, or that nylon. Check this out. Okay, fellas, as you remember, here's the prototype from last night. Yes, it broke, and it was a prototype to see if it would actually work. It wasn't centered up very well, as you can see also. So this morning, I got busy and got a wonderful, another shot of excellent fortune. This, my dad made. It's a parallel to use for the milling machine years ago. But the hole is, what would be the chances? Truthfully, 100%. Look at that. Now, isn't that a nicer hole, centered nicer? Because you can hold on to it. If you got to hold on to the nylon with the jaws, it squashes it down and you don't get as accurate a deal here. Check this out. Okay, so now not only does this hold this beautifully in the center and it's snug as can be, doesn't wiggle at all. The jaws hold it upright in a parallel fashion, and this being able to sit right on the bottom of the, look at that, GCD, George C. Davis Sr. God bless you, Pappy. Sit right on the bottom. We know that we're not cockeyed the other way, so we got the X and the Y axis squared away, the Z axis squared away. Now all we got to do is drill this with a bigger drill. Oh no, I already drilled it. All we got to do is tap it. So we'll tap the bugger. You can quickly find the larger thread diameter today without monkeying around searching like a wild man. Now if you notice, there's no adjustment on this part of it. Let's see if I can get that right. That part, it's because you can screw it in from the inside. Inside is where you can do that. And that's where we'll get our length from. But now we know what size this is, which I can almost, oh, well, not quite. Well, there it is. I can't read it, but I could if I was a younger man. Oh, come on, you can read that, you squirrel. There we are. What? Oh, there we go. Hey, I can see that son of a bitch now. And so can you. There's what it is. And that's what we're going to put on there. So come on, let's do this. There was so much torque doing the threads that I was actually spinning the piece of nylon. So get out a couple more parallels. They don't have to be the same thickness, but they have to be able to snag onto that edge. So now when we bring this down, which I hope with left-handed I'm strong enough to still do, we're now cutting some really nice threads, which is not easy to hold the thing steady, so please bear with me. And here, see, watch, it's still got, it's still turning it. Hope you'll be able to see in there. Oh, that might do it if I can find the thing. There's the threads that go on the bigger part. Remember, we couldn't do it last night. And if you turn it over, there's the little weird. Look at those babies. Aren't they sweet and beautiful? Those are nice. Nice. Aren't they nice? See, it's different diameters in the center, but the hole looks good. Let's flip this puppy over. See, they're not as deep cut in, but I was just guessing on the size. But look we did pretty good about getting it centered. Let's check it out. Check it out. Now see, I told you this end. Where is the little guy? Has the adjustment. Look at this. Oh, it doesn't fit. Don't get excited. There we go. Let me tighten this up a little bit. Does he want to? I don't care if he wants to. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. It has to happen. It's going to. All right, let's get him in there snugged a little bit so he's not winging around. Now, take the happy T handle. See the little guy? get him started and start threading. Now, I'm not going to make you watch the whole threading job, but we're going to go all the way through till it's poking out the other side, because that's what's going to go in. I can adjust that any length I need to do. It's got the keeper, so I can tighten it up and it'll keep the handle right where it goes. Let me... my hands are dirty. I don't want to touch that brand new handle. It's still not completely dry. But you can, I think, see how far deep down in that is. And we got lots of travel to go on to the actual lever, you know, the rod that comes out, the shift rod itself. So it should go all the way down to the bottom. If I need to cut some of this off, I certainly have that opportunity, because we have plenty of stock. And look how nice it is. But we're going to finish it up a little nicer on the belt sander. We'll get this nice belt sander up here on the vise, and we'll take that coarse gumbo off of there in a minute. I'll show you. Okay, so now here we are with all the tools we need. 9/16, where's my finger, for adjusting the little keeper. And we've got that to adjust the length. Let's take the little keeper off. Okay. Now I can't do this with both hands, and I can't hold this with my face, obviously. Let's see what we... No, that's just asking for trouble. Hang on. Alright, check it out, guys. If I didn't want to use the keeper, I can just thread it right on this thing here like it is. And you say, oh, that looks nasty, old boy. You know what? I can go to the store, to Bob's True Value, which I'm going to, and buy some chrome paint. And I will chrome that white nylon rod, and it'll look cool, man. Will it make you any better? No, or you shouldn't be. But it'll be fun, and I like projects. As you can see, I'm on every freaking thing. I'm the first guy who ever had a fence post for a tailpipe on my 68 Biscayne wagon. My wife was sure I was nuttier than a fruitcake. And, well, she may have been right about a few things. But, there she is. Isn't that cool? I hope it works. It'll work. Come on. Have a little happiness here. Do we need the keeper? I don't know as I'm ever going to feel it. Let's try it with the keeper just for shits and giggles, because we happen to have the keeper. All right, how do we do this both-handedly? All right, there it is with the keeper. Now, obviously it has to go this way, because you'll never get the wrench on it if you put it the other way. So there's your adjustment keeper to make it happy. But does it feel like shit? No, actually it doesn't feel like shit. It'll probably work. Let me see if I can tighten it. Yeah, I can. You bet your ass you can tighten it. Oh, come on. We got to try this, puppy. We got to try this. Come on here. We're to the stage now where we've got to try it. It's got to be done. Holy shit, I left the light on all night. What a think, I'm telling you. Get so damn tired. But actually, it's a help. Hey, that's what I was going to do anyway. All right. We're no worse for wear. Look at, get my emergency brake. That's my emergency brake right here for my chair, where it slides back when I'm going bananas and tells me which way it goes. Nice piece of maple. Okay, let's come over here. There's the old one. That's actually a real one. I'm sure this is a remanufactured job. All right, let's yank that puppy off of there. Come on, puppy. Oh, actually, this threads now, doesn't it? It never used to thread, but after we threaded the thing, it does. Does it? Keep going. Doesn't have that many threads. Actually, I like this one better. Yank that fucker off of there. All right. See, there's a real one, 1975. Not saying this one ain't. It's different. Hey, that's sharp, boy. I don't know as I care for that. We can always white this one, brother. But see, before, I had to put a piece of nylon in here and just stuff it on that thing. And it didn't like any, I mean, it worked, but it was always, it never would give you a solid, uh-oh. All right, I put this tape on here last night. Let's see if I can get it off. Uh-oh, one piece at a time. I'll have to cut it off with a knife maybe. Well, we'll see if it threads. I doubt it. We'll see. Well, maybe it will. Holy shit, that's not too long, is it, old boy? Yeah, it is, to be honest. But it's threading. Fuck. We're going to have to cut a lot of this off. There's no reason for it to be anything like this. I mean, what the hell? I don't need that kind of a throw. Check it out. Now it's on there. And this, you know, you ever see people do it with it? They put it like this. That's not the way it goes. Well, I mean, it goes slightly angled. Because when your hand goes up like that, it grabs onto the thing. And see, this is obviously going to be a problem. But we can always shorten it, which is nice. We've got the ability to shorten the thing is better than saying, oh, fuck, it's too short. But it's got a nice throw, except, oh, don't fuck that up. See? Now it's happy. All this for a game? Yeah. And guess what? It came to me. Don't buy the paint, you knucklehead. You got the metal tape. Just put the metal tape around the kid. It'll be perfect. Come on, let's cut that off. There we have the kid. There we have her. Check it out. The throw goes all the way to there. So my hand, let me sit in my seat the way I would normally be. Get my feet up underneath here, all the way to the pedal. I'm running over shit here. All right, here's where I am. All right, arm on the chair. All right, first, second, third, a little squirrely, fourth. We could always burl this out if we had, burl this fucker out if we had to, but there we go. And reverse, down and back. Oh, but look, it doesn't wiggle, a little wiggle, but don't spin. And I think you gotta turn a little bit more, just a little. Oh, that fucker. Oh, look at it. Your hand goes right on it. See, and what's better than a ball is you could just use your fingers for those back deals. Oh, fuck it, eh? All right, now check it out. Check it out. There she is, threaded down to here. I wish I hadn't threaded this, but it's too late to fuck with it now. I was having a problem early in the morning with I think I fucked up the internals to this machine itself right here by beating the piss out of it with a hammer. That was a fucked up maneuver. It's very sensitive shit in there, and it may be fucked. And see this? Don't worry about this. This is all prototype. This will be wet sanded. All that horse shit come out of there. Another coat of white, another coat of clear. Then we'll get real black paint and not this horse shit we've got there. Although it does work, it's kind of, no, it's got a patina. Yeah, that's the politically correct word for the thing is fucked up. A patina. Oh, I got you. Well, enough of that. Anyway, it'll be real black. We'll put some real red in there. We'll paint this again. Once we get it all squared away, cleared about 2 or 3 times, water sanded, it'll be smoother than a salamander's lab if they have one. And yeah, this is still hit me. This is not good. So something has to be done here. So you can see it's too tight. We've got to go lower than what we are. And I don't think we have any more ability to adjust. That internal goes about to here. And you got to have some beef on this part, or there's going to be no strength at all. So it's on there. If I hadn't threaded the piss out of it all the way down to there, it would look great right now. And yes, we are going to get the chrome paint and paint this son of a gun right the way it should be, so it's not going to look like it does. These little sharp edges, they are a pisser, so I'm going to take them down and remove the sharpness to the edges of these. That's not going to be a problem, but you don't have to see all that. I just wanted to show, there's got to be a way to hold this little bastard up. I'm sure there is. Glue this fucker right to the thing or something, I don't know. Maybe you don't worry about it, but something's getting caught down inside last night. I just was missing shifts left and right, which is not unlike me. But the other handle, which I, honest to God, I like this a hell of a lot better. It used to be covered with gold fur, but at my dad's tool shop, I whittled the fur off. But, you know, if this one don't come out right, we can certainly paint this one, which, honestly, it just feels better. I don't know why. It just is smooth and beautiful, and this is real. I mean, this is not an aftermarket made in Alaska. No offense, I don't give a shit where it's made. It's just I don't think it's a legitimate unit. I think it's a Kmart special, but it is what it is. But it is the white. It is the right pattern for the white knob. And no, I will not try to sell this on eBay for $600 and rob some poor bastard. No, I would never do such a thing as that. It's gonna be mine, and actually, it's gonna be okay. It does need either to go down more, or I can simply lift this. There's it. I can lift this up. Unscrew this. Unscrew it from the chair. Boy, if anybody ever saw it. If I had a wife, I'm telling you, I would get my ass reamed right here for screwing something to a chair. But I found the chair at the side of the road years ago, slapped it in the tray at the mixer where the chutes go, and brought the son of a bitch home. Alrighty then. What do you think, guys? It wiggles like Whistler's Yinger, but that's beside the point. It will work. It's a little heavy. I mean, you get a little wee plastic ball and you're done. You know what? You could buy a ball for this son of a bitch. No, I don't want a ball, because this is the nice part. Is you see, you push with your thumb and you pull back with your fingers. Yeah, I know you can do it with a ball, but doesn't that honestly look pretty cool? But it is apt to fall. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe it'll just fall into gear. Up, what will it fall out of gear? That's the pisser. Now that the thing is, maybe it'll fucking fall out of gear. Yeah, I might be, this whole thing might be straight dog shit. I don't know. We'll find out as time goes on. If it sucks, it's because this is too heavy. And now, instead of being down close, I don't think I can show you where the other one was. No, not very well. I can't. Oh well, piss on it. It is what it is. But the other one obviously was way down here, like this, because this just fit right into the beast, and it was way down there, so it didn't have. It still got balls. I mean, this is heavy. It's got to weigh a couple ounces. I don't know, just guessing, but I don't know. Maybe this whole thing was a piece of shit. We'll find out as time goes on. That's what modding's all about. Either it's great and fabulous, or it's mediocre, or it's absolutely dog shit. But hey, you're investing your time doing something. And check this out. Oh, it's attached. The light needs to change. Okay, that a good boy. That formula thing, got it back in the 60s. The SS, that's off a real Chevelle, or Malibu rather. I don't know, guys. It's on there. Let's put it that way. If you ever wanted to mod the piss out of your machine, you know how to do it and what it'll take. And if this was made of plastic, obviously it would have no weight and it would probably be fine. I'm not crazy about the long ass throw, but I don't know really what I can do about that. Obviously, if this piece of shit would have... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Remember that this is bigger than this is? And I know what threaded onto this? So I could thread this son of a bitch itself and thread it right onto there and lose this whole shooting match. But if I do, I'm going to fuck this up. It's never going to go back on this little piece. But I could, if I did do that, oh my God. But here's the thing. The nylon, I forced on that son of a bitch, where metal, if it ain't right, it ain't going. What do you do about that? And this has obviously been drilled out way too big. That's why I had to sleeve the son of a bitch. Well, enough is enough. Bye, guys. Awesome. One thing about design and development is as you get better and better and better, you come up with a better answer. Now look at this. This one, we have to have that long ass throw, which screws everything up, right? And we're not 100% happy with this anyway. There's a word for it, but I can't use it on YouTube. So we set that aside. We look at our original one that I just polished up using a steel wheel. And I got the idea, take that old piece of plastic out of there, put a piece of nylon in that's threaded the right size for that thing, or the post, and it is freaking beautiful. It's the right height, the right throw. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to drill out that hole the proper size, and we're going to thread it just like we would have threaded that thing. And we're going to do away with all the monkey business. Isn't that amazing? So look, you got to keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. You say, oh, that's for a friggin' game? Dude, life goes by fast. All of a sudden, everything you've done, somebody else is enjoying, or it goes to the dump. So while you're alive, enjoy yourself. Guys, here we are. Let's see what we can do. She's done. Well, not done, because I put some marks on it. But I cut right to the chase. I just re-drilled the base of it, so I don't have I'm not going to use it anyway. I re-drilled the base and threaded it right onto the rod. Look at that puppy. Look at that puppy. No more throw. Right color. Done. I just got to refinish this. No big deal. I didn't like that way it came out anyway. But it's done. Look at that. Done. No monkey business. No big throw. No having to cut this thing out. That was the way to do it. Sometimes you have to monkey. Look at this. It actually threads and does it happily. You don't have to fight it or coerce it or do anything else. Where is this thing? Look at those threads. Nice, happy, honest to God threads. Okay, we'll fix it. They'll be ready to go. Bam, we've got the other one happy as a mouse, so I can still play my game and not have to force this son of a bitch to be ready before it's ready. Now we go buy a little red paint, a little black paint, and do the job right. As you can hear the wheels just slowing down. We got all the old creepy paint off. We got it right down to nothing. As you can see, this one that I really like, the original one from '75, has that rounded, nice, gentle way about it. I did the same. Well, it's a little bit pronounced, but nothing like it was. Remember how sharp it was? Let's do a little comparison if we can. That's kind of not the way to do it, but where's the little guy? There he is. Let's set him right there. They're different, obviously, a little bit, but everybody's different a little bit. Not to worry, guys, not to worry. Ye willikers. I would like to put the black paint in before I put the white, but I don't know how to keep the white from sticking to it without putting some gooey stuff on. That's probably going to, I don't know. I just used a marking pen with this one because it was easy. Well, maybe we'll do the same thing. Anyway, you'll see it white next, guys, and it'll be a happy is to put the little guy in the toaster oven. Not the microwave, but the toaster oven, and heat him up. We're going to get the paint to stick nice. Okay, now after a very nice light coat, human coat, not a Neanderthal coat that's just going to drip all over hell and back, we can, and you know the light coats, they dry so much quicker, and sure, we can put 2 more, 3 more on. We're still going to clear the tar out of the thing, but that's what you want, is just to see a nice light coat where you don't see any runs. So we had runs before, and and they take forever to dry, if they ever do dry. So there we have that. And we're going to go to the store now and get the proper paint for this. But there you go. Look at that little puppy. The bone white color. Ivory, actually, is what it is. Okay. A lot of monkey business, but that's what modding's all about. Store. They don't sell little ones of red anymore. We need just enough red, and it says right on here, direct to metal. That's good. We need just enough red. Where's the little kid? For that reverse. Can you believe it? But without the paint, we ain't getting it on there. And we need enough black for the inside of everything other than 1, 2, Hurst, and 3 and 4. See, this really come out nice, and we're going to clear it up, of course, afterwards. Remember that nasty run and what have you we had on it? The run is gone. And it's ready to be painted. Okay, hoping for the best. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at what I'm doing with my eyes and not through the phone. Okay, so we've got this little plate. We'll have to put, oh, here's the black I've got also. Direct to spraying angle, no, direct to metal, yes. So we're going to put a little pile on either one. And instead of screwing up a really good brush, hopefully these are still okay, we got these little wee brushes. So onward we go. See how it came out, guys. Let's take a look at this rascal here. Okay, well, not being as young as I once was, or as steady-handed as I actually need to be, I cobbed the piss out of it. But I'm going to have to find some way to get it sharp and nice, and then put some clear on it, and we should be good to go. But we're coming down the home stretch, and I wanted to make a nice video today, but you know, it's Labor Day weekend, and I don't know if I'll get to it or not. But hey, thanks for watching, and if it ends here, at least you know how to cut to the chase. You know, you're committed. If you drill it out weird, you're committed. If you want to leave it stock, well then you may not be getting it on your G-27. But as I say, it's heavy, so whether it's going to work wonderfully or not, that's yet to be seen. Hey, I appreciate your watching. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now. Well, the moment of truth. Check it out, guys. Let's get under the light where you can see. I just put the coat of clear on. Isn't it a pretty kid? Let's see if I can... Yeah, there it's in focus, I think. I can't tell. I hope it is. I didn't do as well as I would have liked. My hands aren't steady, guys, but hey, I did the best I could. Did the best I could for an old tire biter. Yep, check it out, man. It is cool. It is. Let's see if I can get this around here without dropping it. Be nice if I'd actually put it the right direction. But there she is. It's, hey, $37 plus the paint and time, opposed to $600 on eBay. And remember, this doesn't have that patina, but hey, you know what? It's a good color, and it's gonna shift some gears, so I'm into it. What do you think, guys? Cool enough? Look at that puppy. Yeah, there's a few mistakes. Oh well, hey, what are you gonna do?